Hello, it is Saturday the 24th of February 2018. In this video I'm going to be looking at the latest Thunderball result, and I'm going to try and predict what's going to happen next. So in recent history, for quite a while they have been using machines 5 and 6, and that's since draw 2105, and we're currently up to draw 2188. So basically for 85 draws, 80 somewhat draws, they've used machines 5 and 6, and it seems that they've now switched from 5 and 6 to machines 2 and 3. And if you notice, before they were using 5 and 6, they were using machines 2 and 3, and so the current trend is now machines 2 and 3. So here is a chart summarising the full draw history, and we're just looking at machines 2 and 3 and sets of balls 5, 6, 7 and 8. And this is the chart for just the Thunderballs, and on this chart you can see the most overdue number is Thunderball number 12, the most frequent one number 11, and the edge of the chart has got number 4, 8, 10 and 14 on it, and the other numbers are somewhere in the middle, slowest one being number 5. Now when we're looking at the main numbers, you have to bear in mind that some of the numbers were added more recently than others, because it went up from 35 up to 39 numbers, or was it 34 up to 35? Can't remember. But anyway, if we just look as far back as since that change was made, and we just look at the main numbers, this is the chart for the main numbers, and on this chart you can see most overdue number is number 8, most frequent is 31, and most overdue for its frequency seems to be 32. And then along the edge of the chart we've got 4, 28, 21, 30 and 36. Now this is the most recent result, and if we just look at the chart as it was before those numbers were drawn, then we can see where the winning numbers were on this chart. Okay, so that's where they were, at the kind of slow, more recent end of the chart. But if we look at specifically machine 3 and set of balls 5, then it should give us more of a clue why these numbers came out. Okay, so we narrowed it down to specifically machine 3 set of balls 5. That's where they were, and that's where the rest of the numbers were. So at least number 7 was on the edge of the chart. So if we look at numbers paired with 7, now the chart's got very small, it's hard to see any further than that. So looking back then at the current trend, the chart as it is at the moment, and if we include the Thunderballs as well. Now if we're just going to look at the Thunderballs on their own, look at the full draw history. I would say that the most outstanding number is number 12. It's also nearest to the top right corner, so it's most overdue for its frequency. So my choice for the next draw is going to be number 12. Now if we look at the full picture for all machines and all sets of balls, you can see that number 12 isn't particularly outstanding, it's just somewhere in the middle. And it seems like on this chart, number 8 is the most overdue for its frequency. Now I've been putting number 8 on for quite a few draws, and if we look at the draw history, you can see that we've had a lot of prime numbers, a lot of odd numbers recently, and I'm suspecting that it's going to be a high, even, non-prime number. So it could be either number 8 or number 12, because both those numbers would fit that category. Now back to the current trend. Assuming we're going to pick number 12, let's look at the main numbers that go with number 12. Now on this chart you can see 15 most overdue, 19 most frequent. The edge of the chart is very well defined by this diagonal line, so all the numbers that are on the edge of the chart are the ones that are most likely to occur. Seems like perhaps 27 is closest to the top right corner. Now what we could do is look at all machines and all sets of balls, see if any of these numbers are outstanding with number 12. So for example, you can see 22 is quite outstanding on that, and also it's quite frequent and it's on the edge of the chart, so a good choice to have with number 12 would be 22. I notice also 32 was on the edge of both of those charts as well. So now if we look at the main chart, you can see 32 is on the edge of the chart as well on this one. So 32, one of the most frequent numbers overall, is a very good choice. You can see number 8 is most overdue, 31 most frequent. Now let's have a look at a chart for numbers paired with 22. 31 most frequent, number 8 on the edge of the chart again, and number 4. So I'm going to say number 8 is a good choice to have with 22. Now let's look at 32. 27 springs to mind, so does 28. Now let's look at numbers paired with number 8. So I've got 1, 9 and 10 and standing out from the edge. There's 22 again, you see, so see 28 again, quite close to the edge. And looking at this chart, you can see there's 28, second most frequent. There's 31 most frequent as well, so I might just throw these into the mix, and that's my combination. Now, with any luck, I might win some money. So, that concludes this video. Subscribe for the next one, and bye for now.